Greetings and welcome to you. I am Shushana with another Indigenous Oracle. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for Scorpio. It's been not that long since I did a Scorpio reading. Today I'm going to be working on Lovers Potential. So I was looking at a lot of my old footage and I realized that I've been doing nothing but non-love related videos. So I'm like, you know what? That's really all people care about when it comes down to it. So let's do a Lover's Potential reading and have some fun today. I finally got 3 days off work and I'm like, finally, I can hear myself think. And my 3 days off are on days where my roommates are at school. So I get to have the house to myself and I want to have some fun. So let's start with you, Scorpio. What is the potential between you and your lover? I'm just going to pull a whole bunch of cards out, okay? That's what we're going to start off with. Right now we have 3 that just came out. And I'm actually going to pull more. I haven't done love readings in years. I've had multiple channels that I erased, deleted because of interferences. You know, it's like you don't know what's going on right in the beginning. You got to figure it out. And there were my very first channel that I ever had was hijacked. It was hijacked by, I don't really want to talk about it because it's really triggering, but like supernatural things just kind of took over and it was just, I had to delete it. So I think that was the last time that I ever did love readings. I don't remember doing love readings in a really long time. Like straight up focused on your person. But anywho, that's my little spiel. And then, it's kind of funny. It's kind of a funny story. Then I had a second channel. And the second channel was going good. And then I feel like the second channel that I was trying to do got affected by witchcraft from a past lover. And I just wanted to start brand new. So I deleted that one. That one did not get hijacked. It just had an energy to it that was connected to witchery, witchery that my ex that actually happened to be a Scorpio, and like that energy kind of got on my channel, and then we broke up and it was very painful, and I didn't want them to have access to my Gmail anymore. I did not want them to have access to my channel anymore. So my channel just had this vibe to it that I did not want. So I had deleted that, even though I had really good content on there. And I started over with this one. I believe this is my 3rd or 4th. And I just wanted to start brand new with a brand new email, brand new channel, brand new energy with, nothing from the past. Just focused on, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So what do we got going on with you, Scorpio? Your cards aren't making any sense to me right now, so I'm going to pull more. I don't even know where to begin, so I'm just going to go without the cards and tap in with you. So I don't like the energy of the people that are interested in you. I'm just gonna be flat out. I'm just gonna flat out and say it. This is just a collective reading, so don't get all riled up on me now. Don't get all riled up on me. This is just a collective story. I just read the collective story, that is all. So if it's not your story, it means it's just not your story today. It might be tomorrow. I just read what I see. And I don't like the people that have been crushing on you or checking you out for the past 2 years. I feel like for the past 2 years, the people that have been into you have been very wishy-washy and wanting to use you for all you got. Wanting to see what you have to offer them that is absolutely materialistic. Aha, aha, aha. So I don't feel like you've had anyone genuine like you in a long time. Maybe there was one person that genuinely liked you like 2 years ago, but there was a deal breaker and it didn't go through. And besides that, all the other people around you are very users. They're users. Okay, please be careful of that, Scorpio. You don't want to be used. You don't want to be used. I'm going to pull one more from this deck and then see what the heck we got going on, because so far, I'm not even looking at your cards. I'm just kind of reading what's going on. And I just don't like the people that are around you. There's like this sickness. There's a sickness. There's a sickness. So like, a lot of you are going on a date with people and you're using substance and using alcohol and using like modern street drugs to feel comfortable. And that is something that for many, many, many generations, people have used alcohol and substance drugs to feel comfortable on a date. But that has serious repercussions. Right off the bat, right in the beginning of the relationship, you're setting up this foundation for failure. This relationship that right off the bat in the beginning is based on addiction and codependency right off the beginning. So you can't expect to have a healthy relationship with someone when the first couple of dates were using drugs and alcohol together. You have no idea who that person is. You have no idea of their mood swings. You have no idea of what other addictions they have. And not only that, what they do while they're under the influence of those addictions. Because when you're on the influence of certain drugs and alcohol, it makes you do things that are rather dark. It makes you engage in rather dark activity. So there's like a lot of ecstasy and Molly and that. And when you begin your relationship on that note, you're going to head towards the danger zone. Okay? So let's start with this mess. I don't like your cards. I don't know if it's my deck. I don't know if I need to smudge them or clear them. I don't like your cards. I see you trying to make a new beginning and trying to live a more positive life, trying to be more responsible, trying to cut down on self-destructive habits. You have to be really, really seriously careful, okay? Because when you are trying to cut down on self-destructive habits, you're not leaving them completely. You're still using a little here and there. You're telling yourself, oh, I'm going to have a little bit of this and a little bit of that on a special occasion, on a Friday night, on the 4th of July. So you have these little excuses that you kind of put on yourself where you partake in things that are non-holistic and get yourself into some trouble, and you just do a really good job of kind of hiding it and being a functioning at whatever it is that you do that is self-destructive. I see you trying to cut down and be responsible, and there seems to be a little bit of a denial going on there, right? So working on what you're digesting, your body is going to be ultra sensitive to caffeine and energy drinks and sugar and gluten, alcohol. Your body is going to be so sensitive, especially because we have a solar eclipse going on, the solar eclipse is not going to make anything easier at all. I don't even want to start talking. Don't even get me started on the solar eclipse. You're going to be ultra sensitive. So watch what you eat, watch what you drink, watch what you say. You seem to continue to have an issue with not getting enough privacy. And you're angry and you have all these hostilities because you don't have time for yourself. And we have the door to spirit here. You have this supernatural protection over you. Supernatural protection over you and your situation. A lot of you desperately want to move out of a family home, but you are needed in the family home, so it makes it very difficult for you to leave because you are part of a team and you're contributing to the household. So you feel like if you leave, you feel like that would be selfish of you to leave and leave a team that needs you. And I believe we talked about this before, and this is very selfless of you. I'm very proud of how far you've come and how family oriented you've become. You really understand the value and importance of taking care of your family, and you're willing to sacrifice your own independence so that your family has everything they need. So that's part of the reason why a lot of you won't or feel can't leave the family home. But for those of you who can, you will have an amazing existential experience through getting your own studio, even if it's temporary, even if you tell your family, you know what, I need to do this for my mental health. I'm going to move out of the house for just 1 year and then I'll be back. I'll be back next year. I just need to, I need to leave for a year. And I'm just giving you an example because I see the effort. I see the effort that you've taken. You've gone so far. You have gone so far. It's very interesting that you have these two back to back. But you've come so far. There are obviously a couple groups of you, but for certain groups of you, you we're faced with serious consequences. Serious consequences. And you survived that. And I don't think that you give yourself enough credit for what you survived. So, right next to the door to spirit, you have envy. So, when it comes to your same gender friends, your friends that are the same gender as you, they envy the fact that you have an exit. You know how sometimes there's no exit? It just depends on, what's going on, but sometimes there is no exit. And there's an exit for you. If you want to exit a difficult, challenging situation, you could just exit out that door at any given moment. And people envy that. People look at that and they're like, I want a freaking exit. But because they are in a lower vibrational space, possibly throwing the evil eye at you or trying to cast things against you, there is no exit for them. And they become trapped in their own negative wizard stuff that they do, and it's like they're just constantly trying to screw people over. That's just an energy that I'm getting, is you have people around you that are like sheep costumes, but they're werewolves underneath, especially with the same gender. You've got enemies that are of the same gender that have it for you. They want what you have, that is an energy, and they can't have it. They can't buy it. They can't buy your progress. They can't buy your wisdom. So what I suggest is for you to go through the door. Go through the door. Go through the door. Go through the exit. Because all right, sorry about that. I don't have as much privacy as I hoped. But I think that I'm just gonna go on. Oh my god. So, I feel like this is you thinking of a solution to your problem, to your challenges. So, my favorite card out of all the cards that you got is this one here and this one. But mostly this one. This is the door to spirit. And this is the door that you have to go through in order to get out of the situation that you're in, where you feel like you do not like and are not happy with the cards that have been dealt to you. So let me put all these to the side and let's do a different deck. Sorry about the interruptions in your session. It's the story of my life. It's like when I'm not doing the video, it's super quiet and peaceful. And when I want to do video, when I have the energy and the extra time and space, I have to deal with constant interruptions, you know? So, let's see. Let's do one from the Dream Oracle. Okay, so I am so sorry about that. I had to pause this like 4 times because there was like trucks, you know, when trucks go beep, 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 and they're like dropping things off and picking things up from downstairs. So, usually when that happens during a reading, it's because that's what you're going through. So you probably feel like you don't ever have time for yourself because you're never home alone, or on your days off, there's always people there on your days off and maybe no one there on the days you work. So see if you can remedy that. See if you can figure out a schedule with the people in your household, because, you know, if you don't have your own studio yet and that's something that you want to do but is not happening yet, see if you can work a schedule with the people in your household where you let your boss know, listen, I need you to give me Thursdays off. Excuse me. I need you to give me Thursdays off. And you talk to the people in your household, or you notice that no one is home on Thursdays from this time to this time, and you tell your household, hey, can you keep it that way? Can you guys avoid being home from like 1 to 5 on Thursdays? Because I'm going to request that day off so that I can be home alone from 1 to 5 on Thursdays. Mental health issues are not given enough attention. They really aren't. And you don't want to go back to living a self-destructive lifestyle like you were. You've come so far, so why start? Why start again now? Keep going with your progression. So let's see what cards come up for you. We have falling, dropping into the deep end of your soul. Exactly what we were just talking about. You need to just drop into the deep end of your soul. You know, whatever that means to you. So the real reading was about lovers, right? Of lovers' potential. The lover's potential for you is to be careful because you have a lot of users around you. You have a lot of, what happened to my little light? I had to turn my little lamp back on. You have a lot of users around you. So if that's not the case for you, that's great. But I just want to put that out there. Be selective. Have your standards set at a medium high, you know? Keep them that way. We have question the real intention. Do you see? Question the real intention. Anyone that is trying to date you right now, or question their real intention. Thank you. I'm so glad for this message from our beautiful Wisdom of the Tao deck. Jealousy, by the way, destroys all relationships. Selfishness and ego lead to hatred. Recognize those who intend harm before it happens. Protect yourself by concealing your plans. Remain low key. Remain low key. Okay, so sorry if that's not what you wanted to hear. It has to do with your past, something that you did to somebody to either hurt them or betray them or deceive them is causing difficulty in your love life now. That's just how it works. That's why we have to be really careful with people's feelings, because it comes back for you. So if you feel like everyone around you is in a relationship, or everyone around you is happy with their person and you're just always left hanging, it's because you left someone hanging in the past and you didn't deal with it properly. You know, there's nothing wrong with not wanting to be in a relationship anymore, but be honest about it, you know. And a lot of times people, didn't we already pull one of these cards? We already pulled one of these. People, instead of just breaking off a relationship, will just, you know, go find multiple partners. So there was something done in haste from your part in the past, and in order to remedy that, all you have to do is be more considerate of people's feelings. Simply be more considerate of people's feelings. You know, here on out with your friendships, acquaintances, co-workers, whoever it is you're dealing with, and that will accumulate some virtue for you so that you are attracting people that don't just want to use you. And we have the Celestial Rose of Moss. So this is exactly what we were talking about. Scorpio, your love is a very passionate, and you can be very loyal and devoted and committed when you really put your whole heart and soul into it. So you don't want to choose just anybody. And you also don't want to be chosen by just anybody. You want the person that is going to be for you to be a wife or husband material. I see the seriousness where Scorpio has this single energy. Like, you have this very single, some of you are even asexual. The Scorpion collective story has been single for 7 years. I think the last time that you were in a committed relationship was about 7 years ago, if even that. But, you know, it depends on your age. But eventually you are going to connect with someone that is husband or wife material, and that's how you will know that that person is the one that you're going to want to spend the rest of your life with, is because you're not going to want them to just be your date. You're not going to want them to just be your girlfriend or boyfriend. You're going to want them to be your wife or husband. I see that very clearly in this image here. There's just two light beings uniting into a sacred union. So thank you so much for watching. Till next time. Bye.